Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome to another video on my channel. Today I felt like I want to cook up a beat for Youngboy again. Recently I'm not cooking up as much for him because of course he also just dropped his album where I was able to place 2 songs on. But yeah, here and there I still cook up vibes for him. And today I just wanted to take you with me, show you the process of me making a guitar beat for him. So record some guitars, put on some other layers. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna try my best to come up with a good beat as always. But yeah, let's not waste any time and let's get straight into it. And for the tone today, I want to go into Guitar Rig and then use one of my presets, which I also use on Trap Out with Youngboy, which is this YB preset, and I use this in a lot of beats that I made for him. But recently I haven't been using it that much, to be honest. So let's use it again. I think it's a pretty cool preset. Okay, yeah, and I just thought of a chord progression. Something like that. And then in the second part, so it's basically 2 times the same chord progression, but the second last chord, so this one, this is the same as, you know, but just 1 octave down, just to add some variation. Now we just gotta come up with a clean recording. So that's the first part, and then I'm gonna record it a second time so we can pan them left and right later. Just like that, and then the second part. And now that we got those recordings done, I think they're pretty clean actually, but of course we have some timing issues, and to fix that I always use new time. So first render those out so we have, you know, like 2 clean samples, and then open new time by hitting this icon and then time warp sample. New time will open up, and then we can just, you know, fix those little timing issues here and there. Of course keep it a bit humanized, so, you know, don't be that on point that it, you know, seems kind of weird, but fix it so we can easily lay on some drums without them sounding offbeat. And once we got that done, the magic happens. So send them both to an insert and then just add Guitar Rig to them, some EQ, and now just pan one to the left and the other one right, and then it will sound good. That definitely gives us some Youngboy vibes. What we need now is of course a top melody, so let's try to come up with a cool lead guitar. And for that I always like to throw on some extra reverb, so everything just sounds a bit more. Just a bit more beautiful, you know. Yeah, so as you can see, I chopped around a bit, you know, recorded some parts individually, but I think the end result is pretty good. Before I'm gonna show you, let's also time stretch these real quick, just like that. Yeah, that shit is crazy. I'm really satisfied with that top line. I'm gonna record one more top line, but just a very repetitive layer. I think it's always good to have one of these in. So something very simple. Before we continue and add some more layers, I just wanted to say thank you for all the support on my producer guitar masterclass. I heard some really good results from y'all. A lot of people told me that they was able to make their first guitar loop within just, you know, like a couple of minutes after watching the course. So I'm glad that I was able to help some people with it. And if you're also a producer and you want to start making guitar loops, or you've tried it out a couple of times but you always failed and learning the guitar felt kind of overwhelming, then feel free to check out the first link in the description. You'll find my producer guitar masterclass there, teaching you how to play play the guitar tailored for producers so you can actually use it in your beats fast instead of spending months on theory and watching useless YouTube videos on how to learn the guitar. So if that sounds interesting to you, then check out the first link in the description. But now let's finish up this melody so we can add some drums later on. And now that we got all the guitars done, I really like to layer it with some other sounds, of course. And in my opinion, it sounds really good if you layer a guitar chord progression with like a piano or a key or an E piano or something. So let's try to use this Spark piano in Zonology right here. And if you got a melody like this at the end, to really spice it up and to make it sound really good, you have to pay attention to the velocity of it. Because for example, if you play it on the keys, you'll notice that you got some dynamic in it, and one note is being pressed harder than the other one. And this is what we also want to emulate in our MIDI. So for example, I want this note to be a bit more quiet and this one right here a bit more loud, and then those a little bit more quiet again. And you'll make it sound way more dynamic and interesting. And to top it off, you can also add like a little roll right here to really make it stand out. And then I want to add some ambience with this vocal right here that I found on Splice, and I think it's pretty cool actually. So it sounds kind of detuned and a little glitchy, and I think that's pretty cool. Like, it's a pretty cool contrast compared to our clean guitars. Yeah, I would say let's keep this simple. 4 to 5 sounds completely enough, and let's get straight into some drums. Yes sir, so here we are in a new project. When I make drums for Youngboy, it's just like 2 or 3 things that we gotta check. First is that we have a good bounce, a good sound selection, and that the drums hit hard. So I'm gonna go into my drum kit and just, you know, find some sounds that we can work with. That one smacks. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And that's cool. I think that hi-hat gives us like a good foundation bounce that we can work with and build on. And when I use that sizzle open hat that everyone knows, I really like to set the envelope so if we end the note, it stops, because now we can let it end exactly on the clap, and that I think supports the bounce of this beat compared to if it, you know, just would be open, just like that. That shit is crazy. And with that, I would say our beat is done. Before I show you all the final result, I just wanted to say thank you all for watching this video until the end. And again, thank you for the massive support on my producer guitar masterclass. If y'all haven't checked it out yet, make sure to click the first link in the description. But with that being said, I would say let's have a listen to our final beat.